Fire. It's your mama's favorite podcast. What, dude? This is my anniversary gift.
That's cute.
I've actually been wanting one. I asked her for one for like a year now. And I got one. And then we went to the cabin last week, and this dude had one of his wife on. I was like, fuck, dude, I should have worn mine. We could have been twinned up.
That's great. Love it.
It's a vibe, dude.
Dude, I will say...
Maybe I will wear it to Costco after this.
You should. I will say, you and Mandy... Actually, I don't know if I'll say this or if it's a question or a statement, but like, dude, you guys could just have cameras follow you around because you are constantly doing stuff. Some days you'll be playing fucking bingo with old people. Other days you'll be up in a mountain. The other days you'll be on a boat. The other days she's at church and then she's dancing on a table. Like, you guys are always doing stuff. Every time I check social media, I'm like, do they ever stay home?
Gotta live, dude.
Dude, you guys
live life.
You guys are creating moments. I love it.
Honestly, the fact that like I still get so much done is absurd.
It makes no sense, but I'm fucking here for it. That's for sure.
We actually, this will flow well. She just texted me yesterday or the day before in like the 2 hours of the day that we don't spend together. She texted me and she's like, from now on, once a week, like we're doing creative blocks. Like we'll go to a coffee shop. She said, I'm actually gonna get serious and start doing some TikToks and you can work on your book. I was like, okay. I was like, right now mine might vary. It might be a lot of different things, but I'm down for like at least an hour or two dedicated. So now it's church, coffee shop, and creative work on Sunday mornings every week.
Love that.
I was like, all right, this is what I need.
Yeah.
Pull it out of me.
Yeah, that's great. Because when you have stuff, that's when you check boxes. Like, if you leave it just out there in the universe, it tends to get in the tornado of stuff that you have going on. Not a bad thing, but I think this is good for a focus standpoint because, again, it's going to align with a lot of stuff that's in that tornado where it's like, okay, now I can actually like pull things out of it, focus. So I love that idea. I think that's great.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't want to speak. Well, actually, it's about to be less time we're spending together. Officially, we're staying at Junction.
Okay.
In about a month. Like in a month we're moving.
Whoa.
Yeah. So it's going to be like a overlap of rents, but like she doesn't get a penalty if she goes 4 weeks early or 4 weeks late.
Okay.
So hers is technically beginning of July, so she's going to do beginning of June as long as this unit's still available that we want. So bigger unit right on the trail.
Nice.
Can they walk out? It's a gate right out to the trail.
Oh, that's dope. I know the units you're talking about. Yeah.
So it'd be real nice, but I don't want to speak for it and say like that this. Because I don't know. We haven't really discussed it. I've just been feeling this internally that like this past weekend, I was in Tennessee. Now you're in Tennessee, so this is real weird.
Yep.
But I just got a lot of clarity and like direction. And I don't want to go like super in depth because I think a lot of it's like personal and also brand. Like I would get in depth off camera, but I didn't realize that like I needed this like change of scenery. Did you listen to my video this week?
Yep.
So I don't even know if I articulated it right because I recorded it about 3 different times.
Okay.
On 3 different days, just like make sure like I was feeling it. But it was just, I feel like getting around people who, don't necessarily know me. It's like there's no expectations of who I am. It's like I can just kind of show up and this is your perception of me now. Like this is all you have to judge me off of. Allow me to feel like just be authentically myself for who I am today, which I've talked to you about on here plenty of times. Like other people hold this past version of you. They have these preconceived notions. Like when I'm around them in certain environments, like I feel like I need to live up to like this old version of myself that kind of is at war with who I really am.
Yep.
And here, not to say like that I didn't do some of the same things, but it was just like a completely different thing. The whole vibe of it was like, they're all like really ingrained in each other's lives. Like close friends. This is their 9th year doing this trip.
Damn.
Mandy's been there for 3 now. So like everyone like has good relationships with each other, knows each other, spends a lot of time together. They're raising kids together. Like a lot of moving parts here. But like the guy whose birthday is like said at the beginning, like I guess he usually gives a speech. I would not have known, but he said no speech this year. Kind of gave a couple speeches, if like, but he said like usually like last year was like a written 52-minute speech.
Jesus.
He said like 18 pages, like flipping through.
Why didn't he do it this year?
He said that he feels like there's a lot going on in the world and he just wants everyone to like just have intentional conversations and just work through differences. And so like there was like heavy conversations, and like being in an environment where you don't know people having these heavy conversations can be odd, but it was actually like a very like, it felt like just anything goes, like no That's judgment, cool. No whatever, like people on all sides, all backgrounds of life, just having open communication. And it was just like kind of like a breath of fresh air, because it was like that tied with like competing in games and shit, and it was just a good environment.
Yep.
And if I hadn't had to turn right around and drive 8 hours to Ohio, then 8 hours back the next day, I think like I would have even got more out of it. But that just like physically exhausted me.
Yeah.
But super refreshing weekend.
Did you feel out of place when people were opening up and having deeper conversations just because
No.
You're not in the group? You're in it, but like
no,
okay.
Not at all. Like
that's good.
It was like they kept saying like, we know we can be a lot, and like it's not usually easy for people to break in.
Yep.
But I felt like I did fine. Like
that's good.
Everybody was like, just like, honestly, like you didn't cause any drama. Like
there's
no bad blood with anybody here. Like a way to make it out alive.
Yo.
But no, like it felt like I was a part of a lot of the deep conversations, which was weird. Because like they weren't all like interpersonal conversations.
Yeah.
So a lot of it was like politics or beliefs or religion or
Did they like Joe Biden or Trump better?
It mixed bag.
All right.
But honestly, the people you'd expect to like one didn't.
What were their thoughts on tariffs?
Not a ton of tariff talk. A lot of like education and like upbringing talk. And,
okay.
Like, stuff like that.
That's cool, man. We talk on here all the time about how like you go out to fucking bars and there's no meaning behind the conversations. It's all surface level shit. And so that's really cool that you guys had a group of people around that cared to know a little bit more about your life or the things going on in it or getting things off of their chest, because it don't happen enough.
There was at some point, I don't want to like obviously give too much because like it's not, I don't want to overstep.
Yeah.
But like a heavy conversation between like two friends. And like everybody, like people would go over there and like they would like kind of like shoo people away, like this is a one-on-one. And then like 20 minutes later came out of it and like they were fine.
That's dope.
And so I just literally just went up and I was like, yo, honestly, respect. Like a lot of people can't have that one-on-one conversation, especially somebody they're that close to. I said, don't know what was discussed, but like that heavy of a conversation, especially like in this kind of a fueled environment, doesn't usually go well. So no matter how it turned out, like honestly, like just respect for like being able to have that type of a conversation.
No, that's really good. That's really good.
But on the way home, dude, the whole time we're there, and honestly, I know this is going to sound crazy. This is going to sound somewhat unbelievable, but dude, I swear to God, I swear on my parents that this happened. The whole time we're there, we wanted to see a bear. Everyone wanted to see a bear in these mountains. They've wanted to see a bear for years, never seen one. I've never seen a bear in real life outside of like the zoo. We're on our way home from Ohio, back here.
Okay.
On the turnpike, it's in Virginia. It's probably like 1 a.m.
What the fuck time did you leave?
Like 7 p.m.
Oh God.
I told you we can get home till almost 4. And dude, a car starts riding my ass. I'm in the fast lane. And I'm like, I'm already over the speed limit. So I'm like, let me go get out of the way. So I slowly start to get over. I have to swerve, bro. There's a bear crossing the turnpike. And like, if Mandy hadn't seen it too, I could have convinced myself that it wasn't a bear. But I swerved out the way. And she's like, holy fuck, that was a bear. I'm like, thank God you saw that. Dude, I'm talking like, not like a full-grown mom, but like not a cub either. Like somewhere in the middle ground.
Oh, God.
Like the fur, the run, everything was fully on a bear. And it climbed the median into the other lane.
Damn.
I was like, what the fuck, dude?
You know how shitty that would have been to hit a fucking bear and then to like
I'm
come
dead
out of it?
And the bear be fucking wanting to maul me? I told my mom, like, number one, I think we would have died. We're in my car. Tiny car. Not built to smack a bear.
No, the bear's probably bigger than your car.
The bear's probably alive.
Yeah.
So like, even if we survive, it's coming for me probably. Not the way to go. So that happened, and then...
You want to hear a crazy story about a bear real quick?
Yeah.
So we went to Alaska. You'll remember where you are in this story, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We went to Alaska during COVID. Me, Brandon, and then his boys that worked at American with him. And so there's nothing going on because it's like COVID. So we're exploring all of Alaska, enjoying it, making the most out of it. And one of the national parks that we wanted to go to was closed. Or maybe it was a lookout point. It was a lookout point to see Denali. It was like where everybody goes, but it was closed down. So we were like, what the fuck? So we park on the side of the road. We hop the gate. And when we get over there, it was like park closed because mom and her like 3 cubs spotted, don't come in this area. Nope. And so we're walking down this fucking long road to get to this lookout area. And when you get to the lookout area, it's like...
The road's closed for cars, so you guys decide to get out and walk.
Yeah.
That's
no bear spray,
white
no
people
nothing.
shit, bro.
No, nothing.
Turn around.
I looked back like a year later, and I was like, that was the dumbest shit we could have ever fucking did.
The road's closed for a reason.
Yeah.
If they don't want cars out there, why would you never didn't see the bears?
No, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God. Because now I look back, and I'm like, what would we have done?
Died.
Yeah, because she's in full alert protecting her fucking cubs.
100%, dude. The rest of the story wasn't even really anything. It was just why we got here so late.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up maybe like an hour later, and I'm like, that's a lot of fucking smoke. And then like traffic just slows. But I'm only like 4 cars back from it. And luckily it was like on an on-ramp, so like cops, fire, all that could get up. Mm-hmm. We sat there for another 45 minutes. And then when we finally go, just a truck. Not a crash, no other cars. Truck just torched, dude.
What the
Completely torched. I was like, what is going on tonight, dude?
Jesus.
I was like, should we pull off and go to sleep?
Good God.
Yeah,
you guys probably thought you were seeing stuff. Sponsored time. You guys know the deal. Here at DTI, we want to help people live a healthier, happier lifestyle. We're excited to partner with First Form because their mission is to impact one person's life a day. First Form gives us the capabilities to help you guys reach and achieve the goals you set forth. Utilize First Form through their supplements or their merchandise to live a more active lifestyle, putting yourself first and prioritizing the things that are important. Try First Form today with the link below. Back to the show.
Honestly, though, seeing that bear woke me up.
Oh,
I was tired. I was like, I'm up now, dude. I'm not hitting a bear.
That's crazy.
I was so scared I was going to see another one. I'm like, what are the odds I see another one?
Yeah.
What are the odds I even saw that one? I told my daddy, he laughed at me. I was like, dude, I swear to God there was a bear.
I couldn't even, like, my Uncle Brad lives in Colorado, and the stuff that he sees out there, bro, is just insane.
Like where their cabin is, dude, on the regular, they got to see shit.
Yeah, bears, moose,
elk.
I
mean, when we were driving with them, we almost smacked those elk.
Yep. Yeah, it's wild.
Elk are fucking huge. I think I'd rather hit a bear.
Yeah, dude. The elk are
I don't think like people who've never seen elk know how big elk are.
They're fucking huge. Like they make horses look little.
Mm-hmm. All right. I've been wanting to ask you about this.
Okay.
Since yesterday when I found out.
All right.
I heard you've been listening to jazz lately.
Man, people be talking, bro. It be your own people that just be fucking talking on your name, dog. It be your own fucking people.
He had me. I was on board till I got to the jazz part. Why don't you tell the people what you've been doing?
All right. So listen. So you guys all know from the last episode, I training for a half Ironman. In the last week of training, there are things programmed into my schedule. So not only is it important to finish strong physically, but it's also important to finish strong mentally and also take care of your body so that way it's ready for race day. And so in my program, there's things like Epsom salt baths. There's things like
I'm bored with that.
Compression therapy.
For sure.
There's things like meditation, visualization.
Mm-hmm.
And so be your own people. Be your own fucking people.
I'll put him on blast next. Don't worry. I got a story for you.
No, I really don't care. So when I saw that there was an Epsom salt bath, I was like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. I love Epsom salt baths. I've taken them before. But I just take it to a new level. I make sure that I fucking fully relax in that Epsom salt bath. I take the most out of it. Let my mind go. Let my body go. And just like spacing off. It's almost like a euphoric thing where I'm on like fucking drugs, even though I've never been on drugs, so I don't know what that feeling is like. But I'm in the bathtub doing an Epsom salt bath. I got a candle fucking lit and I'm listening to jazz music and I am off on my own fucking planet. And it is fucking great.
He told me this, I'm like, why jazz?
I love jazz music.
Like you always have?
For the last since I lived in Dallas is when it really picked up. But
did you listen to it live and you're like, damn, I really fuck with this, or you just stumbled across
no,
jazz?
We would go to jazz bars in Dallas.
Okay,
and so from there, I'm like, I fuck with this. So if I want to do deep thinking or breath work or visualization,
okay, you're winning me back.
I'll throw jazz music on.
All right, you're reeling me back in.
It's almost like lighting an incense, throwing on fucking Chris Stapleton, and just fucking enjoying life. Not a single problem can come into my mind.
Okay.
So when I listen to jazz music, it's the same thing. You can't. It's
Chris Stapleton's not a jazz artist.
No,
right?
I know. I'm just that was another.
I
Scenario.
just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah. So jazz music's the same thing. Putting some Epsom salt in the bath.
So it's like your lo-fi beats, but jazz music.
Yep.
Okay.
Love will come in and she'll die laughing. She'll be like,
For-
I thought you were up here. I'm like,
good,
fuck
dude.
off, get out of here.
All right, we'll go for Justin's next. So, Justin, my roommate, Fred's cousin, he's been rovering. You know this?
Yeah.
He's been doing dog walks. Well, last night he asked for his overnight.
A sober night?
Overnight. He had his first dog overnight.
First dog overnight.
Yeah, first
Okay.
overnight. So he kept his dog last night. And so I stayed with Mandy because I was like, I think they'd be fine, but I don't even want Ziggy and this dog to get into it. Let's just not even do that. It's his first one. Let's get him good reviews.
Yep.
He might be getting great reviews. Today, I'm on the toilet taking a shit, minding my own business. And Mandy's like, Justin just called me. And he asked if I've ever had to deal with a dog who had a red rocket for 15 minutes straight. And I'm like, what the fuck? She's like, yeah, that's what I said. And that was the end of the conversation. So I get home today. This dog jumps up on me. I'm like, all right, buddy, chill. I know what you've been doing today. And I'm like, what happened? And he's like, dude, I don't know. 23 minutes. He's like, I called the girl. She didn't answer. I called Mandy. She didn't know what to do. I tried to call Fred because he has boy dogs. I've only ever had girl dogs. He didn't answer. He's like, I had to call the vet. So he calls the vet. And he said the vet laughed at him. But he's like, this dog humped its bed 100 times. And
also, why didn't he stop the dog?
Thank you. And it's been hard for when I got there, all the doors were closed because he said he didn't want to humping it anymore. But the lady's like, how long's it been? He's like, 15 minutes. She's like, oh. She's like, well, if it continues for another 10, you might need to lubricate him. And she told him that he was going to have to lubricate this dog and put some sugar on it.
Why sugar?
I don't know. She said so it doesn't dry out. I don't fucking know, dude. I was like, bro, how much are you getting paid? Because he's like $50. I said, you almost had to finish a dog off for $50, dude. You're almost a $50 prostitute just out here jerking off a dog on your first night. As soon as he told me, I said, bro, I'm talking about this on the podcast today. I was just fresh in my mind.
Yeah, he called me and I ignored it because I was on a meeting, and then I look and my fucking text messages are going crazy with Lo and Amanda in it, and Justin's asking about this dog with a red rocket, and I'm literally on this meeting and I read this dog has had a red rocket for the last 23 minutes. I started laughing. I had to turn my camera off.
Bro, he said that it couldn't move, that his back legs were just shaking, just sitting there. I'm like, did it come? And the lady was like, she finally called him back. She's like, yeah, he does that sometimes. You just have to let him. He'll work it out. I'm like, he said, you didn't want to disclose this to me before? Just called a random vet.
I go 30 minutes after the thread stopped. I texted back. I go, I can't believe that Justin was about to call me because dog was having a red rocket, and I put a bunch of crying faces. And I was like, Justin's just mad that he can't have a red rocket for 23 minutes.
For
and
real.
Lo texted back. She goes, neither can you.
Same.
I was fucking crying,
man,
dude.
I don't know what I would do. I'm not jerking a dog off. I'm not doing it. I was like, dude, as soon as they get it, just move them. They can't walk around with it. Just push them. It'll go back in. As soon as he gets them, dude, get up.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Fucking that Deck used to get him all the time when he was a puppy, but
Anything over 15 minutes.
I never put a time.
Humans could go 4 hours before they have to go to the hospital, so I feel like he'd be fine.
Yeah. Seems a little while to get up and
finish him
after
off.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to you for being a good dog watcher, though, buddy.
Put a little salt on there, dude. He'll be good.
A little salt and pepper.
It's fucking weird. Oh, sugar. I'm sorry. It's fucking weird.
That's great.
That was literally all my topics.
Oh, all right.
Bear, jazz, jerking off dogs.
Won't that be a crazy topic?
Oh, man.
That's great.
Yeah, dude, it's weird.
That is great. Let's see if I had anything that might give a little motivation, inspiration to the people.
You don't think that was motivational?
Actually, you know what? This will be a great topic to include in this because it's something very random. But you ever scroll in social media and like something catches your attention and you're like, oh man, that's good stuff right there.
Yeah.
What is that for you?
Like, what do I see?
Yeah.
When you go, oh, that's good stuff. Like, it hits my soul.
Yeah.
It's usually either like a running clip, but it has to be like deep in running. Like they got to be in pain.
Okay.
And like really pushing through. That'll get me. Some Jesus stuff will get me.
Okay.
Or like, other than that, it's just random. Like sometimes I just be in different moods and I just be shedding a tear for random stuff.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know where you're going with this.
Speaking of shedding a tear, I didn't realize how much that I enjoy these fucking videos. But the other day, I get home from my long car ride from Florida. So this literally happened yesterday, but 2 weeks ago if you're listening now. And before I got in the shower, I was doing my daily push-ups since I was in the car all day. And then I was like, you know what? Let my mind just fucking look at stuff. So I'm scrolling TikTok. And dude, what pops up is a video, a montage, a collage of people coming home from the armed forces.
Oh yeah,
and seeing their family for the first time. Those are easy,
bro.
I'm sitting there and I'm seeing the reactions
easy
of
tier.
All of these fucking people, and I literally like can feel my eyes just like puckering up.
Did you see any dogs?
No, but I have seen those before.
When they come in their dog season for the first time, bro, might be worse than a kid.
That's facts. It just like brings me so much joy to see the men and women that are fighting for this amazing fucking country that we live in, known as the United States of America. No matter where you fucking stand politically, no matter where you stand in your views or beliefs, if you don't fucking love this country, you're out of your mind. Get the fuck out of here. I don't even want to be your friend, so don't let me know. But when they come home from being at war, being at battle, being off on their training, and they see their family for the first time, and they surprise them by tapping them on the back, by going to a sporting event, by going to somebody's work. Oh, my God,
It's actually impressive that they can keep that secret. I wouldn't want to meet them at the airport. But come on, man.
Yeah. But, man, seeing those hugs and the smiles and the tears and the joys, it's just like, oh, my God, it melts my fucking heart, bro.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Yeah, it gets me every time.
There's a lot of things that are easy for me, if we're being honest. I just be crying to cry sometimes, man.
I don't really be crying to cry.
I like to cry.
It's hard for me to cry.
For real?
Yeah.
I kind of enjoy crying.
I don't know the last time I had a good cry.
A good cry? Like, I shed tears often.
Yeah, I don't even do that.
But I don't know, like, the last time I shed a tear on the way over here.
Oh.
In the car.
Okay.
Just for fun.
All right. Yeah, no, it's...
Gets me in the right headspace to podcast.
There we go. Yeah, it's another thing that I've been seeing, and I wanted to get your thoughts on this. What are your thoughts on everything having protein in it nowadays?
Okay, I just saw Mike's video on this. Is that what prompted this?
Well, it was already on my head, and then I saw his video, and I was like, we need to talk about this on the podcast. Because every fucking thing has protein in it nowadays. Khloe Kardashian just came out with protein popcorn. Obviously, I'm going to have to try it.
Yeah. But
drinks, food, snacks, blah, blah, blah.
The problem is that it's getting people away from real, true protein sources now. Like, people are like, oh, I don't need it. I can supplement with this. But also, like Mike said, just eat real food and then enjoy the shit for the shit. Like,
yeah.
Just enjoy the cookies and the popcorn and all this, the chips.
I actually think it's going to be way more detrimental.
Optic Nerve was our very first sponsor here at the Desire to Inspire podcast, and it's still one that we are pumped to be partnered up with today. I was linked up with them when I was living in Colorado. They are owned and operated out of Vail, and all of their products get tested in the mountains, so you know that it's built for an active lifestyle. Freddie and I rock these things all the time. They are made with planet-friendly materials, from recycled plastics to natural wood, and every pair comes with a lifetime warranty. So, I mean, what are you really doing? Hit the link in our bio, support DTI, support Optic Nerve, look fly doing it. Whether you're just out enjoying a nice stroll or getting active, Optic Nerve has got your back. So go to opticnerve.com and use code DTI for 20% off your orders today. That's opticnerve.com, code DTI. Me too. Because what else is in there?
What else is in there? And like now people are like, oh, it's protein, so I can consume it.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not looking at the fats and fucking carbs that are in it.
Because no one cares. Protein is the buzzword right now.
It's almost like the word fiber back in the day. Fiber
like
one bars.
Fat free.
Yeah, fat free.
Organic.
Yep.
Gluten free. Like you put these buzzwords out there every 5-10 years, people just fucking.
I hate it. Because it's going to ruin how great protein actually is for you.
Yeah. I agree. I'm on an essential amino acids kick right now.
Okay. Have
you been on them?
Back in the day, I used to be.
It was on the not BCAAs. Different.
Central.
EAAs.
Oh, no.
It was on Skinny Confidential, and they fucking got me.
Which one?
It was a guy. Let me see. I just sent it to Mandy yesterday.
What's the company?
I don't think he has a he's not like promoting a company. It had this one right here. Who was on it? He's just a guy. Angelo Keeley.
Okay.
He is a co-founder and CEO of 𝐃𝐨𝐧'𝐭, which is a supplement company. So he does have them, but he was just promoting them in general.
Okay.
And basically, which he's saying, like, you haven't listened to this episode, I'm assuming? Mm-hmm. So I didn't know this. But, like, I did know this part. Essential amino acids are found in protein. Like, it's like the building blocks of protein. But if you take in more, he's like, I'm not promoting Ozempic, but if you're going to be on it, you need to be taking a good amount of these because it holds on to muscle so you don't get rid of muscle. He's like, because, like, when you start to lose any kind of rapid weight loss, you're losing, like, 6 pounds of fat, 4 pounds of muscle. He's like, that's a bad ratio. But if you have more essential amino acids in you, then it's holding on to your muscle.
So this must be almost like the perfect aminos that Gary Brecka always talks about.
Probably. Yeah. Oh, Perfect Aminos is a brand of them.
Okay.
Mandy bought some today.
Yeah, dude.
At the thing.
I was just talking to one of our clients about this on our team or on our bi-weekly call on Tuesday.
Yeah. So we got 2 different brands. She got one. I got one just so we can try them out. But yeah, Perfect Aminos was one of them there.
Dude, I've looked at that company for like 2 months. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it because I was getting other supplements and doing different things.
I don't want to like just take a whole bunch of stuff that I don't know what it does. So I'm like, this one sounds valuable. I'm trying to lose weight, so I don't want to lose muscle. So let me like do that. I'm on creatine again.
Me too, boy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You get the first form one?
Yeah.
Dude, they had a fucking pound of it. A pound. 100 servings at the supplement store for $28.
Okay, yeah, I didn't get that deal on it. Bought it online. Not for that deal.
Yeah,
Damn.
So I'm like, I don't want to be taking all this shit. I'm like, everybody's like, oh, what's up? I'm like, none. Like, it's supplemental. Like, it's not going to move the needle the way that you want it to. But if you're going to, like, be very strategic about what your desired outcome is.
Yeah. It's a supplement for a reason. If you are doing everything you can and you're still struggling to hit your protein goal, then have a protein shake. If you need more vitamins or whatever, okay, or fiber, okay, implement a supplement.
This dude said that essential amino acids are more beneficial than a scoop of whey protein.
Yeah.
But, like, it doesn't have protein in it. It's just a compound.
Yep. And if you're one that fasts or does intermittent fasting, it won't break your fast. So you can put in your coffee in the morning and still get the benefits.
Yep, they have unflavored. They have flavored. I got a flavor. Not great, but I'll chug it down once a day.
Yeah.
Boy, trying to get jacked. Also losing weight for the marathon, so we'll see how it goes.
Yep. You haven't shared that news. Do you want to share that?
About the marathon?
No. About what's going along with it.
Sure. Give me a second, though. We got to reset this little camera.
All right. Cue the weightless music. And we
All
are
right.
back.
I think I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the coach?
Yeah,
All
buddy.
right, guys, I got a coach.
Let's go,
Haven't
baby.
started with her yet. We did talk about her the one time. I hadn't had a call with her yet.
Yeah. So you haven't officially told the people that you signed up.
This will be out. I gotta see what day this comes out to see if I actually started with her yet.
I don't think so.
No, I start with her in about 2 weeks
Yep.
from this episode. So early June, we got the plan going. She's giving me like a weekly goal target and what my long run should be before then.
Okay.
To be in good shape so we don't ramp up too fast.
Yep.
The goal, still sub 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
She said it's going to be lofty, but I like when people tell me that.
Yep.
Let me know I got to work for this. And about to lock it in, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Tracking macros, on supplements, been fucking on basically 2-a-days, recoveries all the way up. It's only getting better from here.
Y'all, you heard it from me. I did it with the Ironman. I signed up for a coach. It got me to where I needed to be in order to do it. Dylan is signing up for a marathon, not because he needs it, or a marathon coach, not because he needs it, not because he doesn't know, but it's the accountability's sake, and it's somebody else that can guide him in an avenue or direction that maybe he wasn't thinking about. Now he's getting introduced to a new community and group. Now he's got somebody holding him accountable. Now get a coach. Get a life coach. Get a fucking coach for your physical whatever. If you want to start a new hobby, get a coach for that. Like,
whatever your goal is, finances,
Yes,
life,
anything.
relationships.
Get a coach, become a part of a community, so that way you have somebody there that's tangibly keeping you on track and giving you a roadmap for success. Not because you can't do it by yourself, but how many times have you fucking started something and then given up on it because you're like, oh, I didn't do it today, so I might as well just get it done tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and you keep pushing it off, and now it's out of your life. So if something's actually important to you, or if you're just trying to live a happier, healthier life, find a fucking coach and a community to be a part of. It's not that fucking hard. Spend the fucking money to do it. It will elevate you in life tenfold. I can guarantee it.
Mine is strictly for the accountability. I have done this by myself multiple times. I'm quick to cut mileage if I'm not feeling it, and I'm quick to miss pacing. So the only way that I'm going to hit all my speed workouts, and also like just give me different ones. Like let me know what works for other people.
Dude.
She's coached so many people. I'm like, show me. She's still racing. She's like, I want to say in her late 40s, early 50s, still racing, still putting up solid ass times. I'm like, all right, you practice what you preach. I'm going to trust you. I don't want to do anything but show up and do the work.
Yep.
Take all the thought out of it, all the guesswork, and just let me show up and run what the fuck I'm supposed to run.
Yep. Dude, those different workouts are like fucking little jelly beans, man. They're just so good when you get them. Like the runs that Ryan would throw in there where it's like, okay, do a 15-minute warm-up. All right, go into zone 2 for 12 minutes. Okay, now insert 6 sets of 30-30s. Fucking 30 seconds just going, 30 seconds off, 30 seconds going. And then it's like run at zone 3 for 22 more minutes. It like, dude, that change of pace, it's even the same thing on my bike, bro. I can get on there, and if it's like do zone 1, 3, 1, 2, 4, 5, 4, like, and it changes up, that time goes by like this. It's
you got little goals you're pushing
Yep.
for.
It's just when it's like go out there for 240 and you're just, it's like, oh my God. And so I'm excited for your speed workouts.
I've already done a few because she's coaching Phil, and I've worked his in the last couple of weeks that we've been doing together.
Fuck yeah. I'll definitely jump into some of those, man, because, I mean, you seen the 2 weeks ago what? I mean, we were fucking pushing it that day.
Even that workout, like that's something I wouldn't normally do. But a 10-minute push on dead legs, that's what you need.
Yep. So, no, I'm excited for that, man. That'll be fun, and I'll definitely be stealing some of your workouts and doing them with you. That's for damn sure.
Come join the group. Got another goal, but we're going to wait to talk about that one.
Beautiful. Can't let the people know everything now.
And they might not know for a while because the next episode we hear is all about you.
Yep. Yeah, next week, when you guys are listening to this, next week, it's all going to be about my race recap, diving deep into that, really pulling out everything that I learned from crossing the finish line.
I'm going to get some like news reporter questions for you.
There we go.
So, Frederick.
I like holding my.
I'm going to show up in a suit.
I'll show up in my singlet.
Please do. Please.
Yeah, I get to run in that this, well, I already ran in that, so. Yeah. Yeah, no, that episode is going to be fun. I have no idea what it's going to look like, how it's going to go, but it's going to be electric, man.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
So we will see what happens. Anything else you got for the people?
No, sir.
Wrapping this up. Keep it simple. Keep it sweet. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Stay until the end. That's all I got. Have the desire to inspire. Go kiss your mama. Come back. Tune in next week to hear how I did in the Iron Man. And not only that, what I took away from it, what I learned, and the depth and breadth from before, during, and after the race. Much love. It's on. Bye.
Peace.